Denis, CEREPINKO, Almir, MEMIC, please wait a few minutes.
Second foul, please. Round two.
to chodzi. Tylko wiesz, Herod też mówił mi dzisiaj, bo z nim rozmawiałem, że no nie pasuje tak wcześnie jechać, bo też tam ma do zrobienia. Więc my byśmy po prostu, wiesz, dojechali, nie? No, dokładnie, dokładnie. No. Dużo później nie będziemy. No, bo Zbyszek też coś mi mówił, że on jedzie swoim w ogóle autem. On teraz to realizuje.
From the red zone, Brian Leonsa
No, dokładnie. On ma z tej pierwszej gdzieś kończy. To wy po prostu musicie z Kamilem tam, no, to wy musicie z Kamilem ustawić światła i po prostu wiesz. No. Dobra.
Jesteś na streamie, no.
Ja to nie żadne ważne rozmowy.
Nie.
Szkoda, że nie wiedziałem, nie zauważyłem.
No jest, od początku.
Prosimy sędziego czasowego do ringu A. Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 128 in ring A, men's light heavy, 81 kg. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Croatia, CEREPINKO, Denis. And his opponent in the blue corner, representing Serbia, Almir MEMIC. Judge assignment 1 Ukraine, 2 Italy, 3 Kyrgyzstan, 4 Malaysia, 5 Czech Republic. Referee Ashok Kabilan Sai, India.
So these then the judges who will preside over about 128. They're from Ukraine, Italy, Kyrgyzstan, Malaysia, and the Czech Republic. We remain in the 81 kilogram light heavyweight division, and this one between boxers from Croatia and Serbia. There is the Croatian boxer, Denis CEREPINKO. Kabilan Sai is the referee. Almir MEMIC is the Serbian boxer, just having his headgear fitted over in the blue corner.
Round 1.
So we're underway then, 81 kilogram light heavyweight action, featuring boxers from the neighboring Balkan nations of Croatia and Serbia. The man up on his toes, wearing red, he just took a left hand around the corner, is Denis CEREPINKO, 17 years of age. His opponent, the Serbian boxer wearing blue, who just comes forward with a two-fisted salvo, but didn't find a range, and then he's put on the end of a single shot. That man is Almir MEMIC, and this one being fought at a ferocious clip in the first 30 seconds of this opening round. CEREPINKO, slightly taller, will do well to get himself out of the corner where he found himself. For a rather sustained period, winging left hook by MEMIC was off the mark. The left jab to the body was an effective shot. Good left jab by the shorter boxer in blue once again. And then a cluster of punches penetrating the defenses of CEREPINKO. Shorter man in blue timing his punches terrifically. Oh, cracking right hand, swivels the head of CEREPINKO. Now he's getting to work with arcing hooks from the left hand. There's another left hook, which slams home from MEMIC. Very good portion of the round for him with just over a minute gone. Looking for that left hook once again. The right hand slow to get back to the on-guard position from CEREPINKO. And he's going to have to make an adjustment. He's a taller boxer. His shots look rather more languid. And in the meantime, short, crisp left hooks are being rattled around the corner and finding a home on the side of his head guard. There's the same shot in evidence once again. And MEMIC with a blistering start, good right hand over the top, causing CEREPINKO to adjust his head guard. A standing count could well be forthcoming here. And there it is, a sustained burst of pressure. Accurate punches crashing home from MEMIC. And with 2 minutes gone, we have our first standing count. So, oh, terrific punch picking with the left hand once again from MEMIC, and he's targeting the body effectively as well. CEREPINKO gamely trying to box back, but MEMIC giving him no room to breathe. CEREPINKO cleverly turns the tables to put MEMIC in the corner, but MEMIC gets himself out of that confined position. Bobs and weaves nicely underneath the punches, pushed out by CEREPINKO, and then the Sunday punch has landed once again. The left hook, which he's had so much success with in this opening round. CEREPINKO trying to shoot down the middle, but he's being outworked and outpunched through this portion of the opening round as we arrive near the 10-second clapper. Well, he's trying to fight fire with fire, but I'm not quite sure how smart a strategy that is. He takes a hard left hand to the body that brings about a reaction. Now MEMIC will have noted that and may well look to tickle his ribs once again. It's been a torrid opening 3 minutes endured by the 17-year-old in red. My goodness. A brilliant first round by Almir MEMIC, completely swarming his man, giving him very little time to think, very little time to breathe, and that is why it is 10-8 for 2 of the 5 scoring judges. MEMIC from Serbia sweeping the first round unanimously. Oh, he set his stall out and went to work with bent-on punches from both flanks, but it was the left hook in repeatedly. Just like that there, that he had continual success with over the course of the opening round. CEREPINKO tried to keep himself in contention, but he was being hit from all angles when his back was to the ropes, and that's why a standing count was issued in that first round.
Round 2.
So into the second round then. Both of these men representing boxing teams that don't feature any female boxers. 5 men on the Croatian boxing team, 4 men on the Serbian squad. Right hand over the top is a good shot once again from MEMIC. It's CEREPINKO trying to, again, engage him and fight back, but I'm surely he needs to get up on his toes as a hard right-left crashes home. No standing 8 count. CEREPINKO, you have to admire his toughness, his conditioning and his chin, but I'm not quite sure he's boxing to his strengths here, because surely, given his stature and that of his opponent, CEREPINKO should be trying to box, but increasingly it looks as though CEREPINKO wants to have a fight. And MEMIC appears to be far better equipped, far better suited to fighting in that type of territory. CEREPINKO cleverly turning the tables once again. cuffing right hook was landed with the inside of the glove. Oh, that's a beautiful corkscrew left, snaked out by MEMIC, and it brings about the second standing count of the contest. Well, when neighboring nations take to the boxing ring, or indeed any sporting endeavor, it often, these derbies in effect, even though we're dealing with nations, so much emotion involved. And that perhaps fueling the intensity as another right hand crashes home, and it brings about a conclusion to the contest. Almir MEMIC absolutely delighted. His non-stop punching was accurate and effective, and eventually it took his man out of there in the second round. Denis CEREPINKO, well, he had some successes, but they were sporadic and short-lived compared to the sustained success that MEMIC was able to enjoy, courtesy of his terrific punch-picking from both flanks. Hooks crashing around the corner, right hands over the top, and the shot which brought about the second standing count was a snaking corkscrew left. Here's the verdict.
By RC. Second round is blue corner, Almir MEMIC, Serbia.
So Almir MEMIC of Serbia winning by a second round stoppage, producing 2 standing counts in that contest, and his arcing punches effective indeed. He goes through to the round of 16.
Bout number 129. In ring A, men's light heavy, 81 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Poland, Sebastian KUSZ. And his opponent in the blue corner, representing Israel, Oleg Berkowicz. Judge assignment: 1 Scotland, 2 Moldavia, 3 Kazakhstan, 4 Argentina, 5 Hungary. Referee 9 Ramal, Croatia.
So we remain in the 81 kilogram light heavyweight division. This one will be judged by officials from Scotland, Moldova, Kazakhstan, Argentina, and Hungary. Contest being fought between boxers from Poland and Israel. Here is the Polish boxer, Sebastian KUSZ. Light heavyweight tournament getting underway today, so it's the first bout of Kielce 2021 for both of these boxers. Here's his opponent from Israel, Oleg Berkovich. Naim Ramaj of Croatia is the referee. He'll call both boxers to center ring just as soon as the head guards are fitted and secured.
Round one.
So 81 kilogram light heavyweight action between boxers from Poland and Israel. The home representative wearing red is Sebastian KUSZ, 17 years of age. His opponent is a year older, that is Oleg Berkovich from Israel. And this a battle reigning national champions. Nice left jab landed by the taller figure wearing red. And one suspects that is going to be an important punch for him in this particular contest if he hopes to keep his more compact opponent at bay. But of course, the left jab, an important punch for every boxer, irrespective of stature. Some of the more compact boxers in their respective weight classes in history have possessed magnificent jabs. Emil Griffith, former welterweight and middleweight world champion, practically shorter than every opponent he faced, particularly at 160. But his jab was sublime, always beating opponents to the jab. Such was his timing. Plenty of feinting in evidence as KUSZ working to find the range. Left-right combination backs up Berkovich to the neutral corner, and then he had a right-hand success. There was a left hook success from Berkovich as KUSZ was trying to disengage and back away. So Berkovich looking as though he's waiting for the counterpunch. Content to move the long way around the boxing ring, and there's a beautiful example of it. During that exchange, he landed a half hook, half uppercut with the left hand, just waiting to draw the lead that he can counter. Here it is once again, looking for that right hand over the top on this occasion, but didn't quite find the range. So Berkovich relying on his reflexes, relying on his timing. On that occasion, he did lead off and he got through with the right hand. It was a grazing blow over the top. And in AIBA boxing in general, but AIBA boxing in particular, if you are a back foot operator who likes to counterpunch, sometimes important, just as Berkovich did there, to demonstrate another side to your game. So there is no way that you can be perceived as being negative, even though that may be your preferred style, to box on the back foot and try and lure in your opponent. On occasion, have to stand your ground, have to push your opponent back, just to demonstrate to the judges that you're not trying to nick the contest as he gets through with a looping left hand and a right hand over the top. Right-left success for KUSZ on the back foot. As Berkovich changing his posture, just as I suggested that back foot boxers often need to. So enthralling contest, this one. Berkovich trying to quicken his feet and walk down his taller opponent. Snaking single gets through from the man in red. Well, a very busy opening 3 minutes and a 4-1 split in favor of the man in red. So for the majority of the round, this was the territory where it was fought. KUSZ on the front foot, but then on occasions Berkovic would try and turn the tables, and there was the half hook, half uppercut that he landed in the midpoint of the opening round. Then towards the end of the round, he got onto the front foot and was looking to push back the Polish boxer. What type of tactics will transpire in the second? The first round taken on a 4-1 split in favor of Sebastian KUSZ.
Round 2.
So both boxers out to ring center to begin the second round, and KUSZ looking to get to work behind a busy lead left hand. Being blocked by the lead left of Berkovic, who's trying to counter with it over the top. Fencing in effect between these two in the first 20 seconds of this second round. Lead left hook not too far away. Effective boxing off the back foot as KUSZ was able to spin his way out of the corner. Again, the feinting continues. Berkovic, just guilty of waiting too long, was fed a flicking left jab there. And again, there's the layback, but he didn't, after making the man miss, he wasn't able to make him pay. So KUSZ looking to vary his jab, and then he followed it up with a rapid-fire right cross, which did find the range. A 1-2 combination success for KUSZ, who then followed up with a couple of jabs as well. Well, Berkovic notably quickened his feet in the closing stages of the opening round. Look, he's trying to get over the front foot now, and he's quickened his work rate once again. But KUSZ demonstrating adeptness, adroitness on the back foot, and then comes forward with a right hand, left hand success, the left drop down to the body. Berkovic backing up once again, trying to draw that lead that he can counter. But he's not having as much counter-punching success here in the first as he enjoyed in the second, a round that he conceded 10-9 for 4 of the judges here at the Hala Legionov, excuse me. Nice defensive maneuvers from KUSZ, from Berkovic, as KUSZ got onto the front foot. There you see him slipping once again to make the man miss. Not quite sure that he's landing enough successful offense to be ahead in this round with 2 minutes gone. Still a minute to go though, he can turn things around because it's not a volume game. Even though AIBA boxing emphasizes skill, if you start to bomb away with crosses and hooks to put your man on the floor, that can completely turn around on its head. And that is one of the beautiful things about the sport of boxing. As long as the boxers are on their feet, the contest remains within reach, because a single beautifully timed blow can turn everything that preceded it completely on its head. But Berkovic hasn't been busy enough for my money here. He's waited, he's made KUSZ miss. He's waiting for that counter, and he's only doing the first half of the equation, making the man miss, but then not making him pay a price. But in between the activity from KUSZ, for my money, he's taken that second round. What say the 5 judges seated ringside? Well, it's a 10-8 round. Such was the inactivity from Berkovic for Judge A, 10-9 for the rest of the observers. But KUSZ in complete control. And Berkovic, for my money, rather conceded that round in tame fashion. Clear what his tactics are, trying to play the counter-puncher, and he did make KUSZ miss on occasion, but then he was taking combinations like that, and he didn't have any replies that were anywhere near as notable. Unlike in the first round, where he had some success to both body and head, particularly with a half hook, half uppercut. No such successes in the second. This man's in a commanding position.
Seconds out, please.
So it is 20-18 across the board. Because Judge A, who scored the opening round in favor of Berkovic, scored the second round 10-8 in favor of KUSZ. So Berkovic needs an enormous third and final round, and he's come out with far more intensity in this third, looking for that left hook. But again, you only have three-minute rounds to compete in AIBA boxing, and one has to wonder, where was this urgency, where was this intensity in the second round? Because he conceded the opening round 10-9 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. But it was a really passive second 3 minutes for the 18-year-old Israeli boxer. And now he finds himself trailing heavily, and he has to go for it. And remember, his tendencies that we've seen here in Kielce 2021 suggest that he's a natural counterpuncher. It's going to be very difficult to win the contest in that tenor, and that's why he's having to get onto the front foot, and that's why he was walked onto a right hand. KUSZ with a left uppercut on the inside. Berkovic has got to force the pace now. And this may well go against all of his instincts, all of his preferences. But if he hopes to progress to the round of 16, well, he's got to do something drastic, and it calls for something different. To his credit, he is trying it. But again, it can feel so uncomfortable. If you're used to boxing, if you have a preferred boxing style, and then you're asked to do something completely different. Liken it to writing the alphabet with your opposite hand. You know what you have to do, but doing it with your left hand, if you're a right-hander, is very difficult indeed. Some boxers, of course, have no weakness and can box forwards, backwards, going laterally, counter-punch, be the aggressor. But those men and women boxers, very few and far between, and those who can operate in that fashion, provided they're in good condition and have got good punch resistance as well, they generally go on to become greats of the game. But make no mistake, there have been plenty of greats of the game, as KUSZ is moving wonderfully now to evade the advances, and then scores with a beautiful 1-2 between the gloves of the man in blue, then a jolting left jab, snaps Berkovic's head back again. But there have been many greats of the game who have been strictly one-way boxers. But Berkovic, again, one suspects he's going against all of his preferred stylistic talents here. But he's got to do it if he hopes to progress. He takes a right hand on a chin that was wide open, and another one crashes over the top of a low-held left. Well, Berkovic started this well, despite conceding the opening round 4-1, but then since that time, he rather conceded the second round by virtue of his inactivity, and then in the third round, when he had to get onto the front foot and really chase the contest, he wasn't able to close the gap because KUSZ controlled the space of the boxing ring very well indeed. He's going to be going through to the last 16 of the light heavyweight division on a unanimous points verdict, one suspects. But of course, we await official confirmation. That's just my perspective from here ringside at the Halle Legionov.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner by unanimous decision is boxer from red corner, Sebastian KUSZ, Poland.
So Sebastian KUSZ, a unanimous points decision victor over Oleg Berkovic of Israel. Very controlled display indeed. He acknowledging all sides of the ring here at this, his home championships, and he goes through to the round of 16. Oleg Berkovic eliminated here in the round of 32.
Bout number 130 in ring A. Men's super heavy, 91+ kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Spain, OUAHOUAH LAROSSI, Mohamed.
So we move up to the biggest athletes of all here at Kielce 2021. We're in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division. And this one between boxers from Spain and Croatia.
Assignment 1, Ukraine. 2, Taipei. 3, United States. 4, Singapore.
Well, this one being scored by judges from Ukraine, Chinese Taipei, United States of America, and Singapore and Malaysia. Given that we're in the super heavyweight division, they may well not be called upon to score 3 3-minute rounds, because this man, my goodness, he was devastating. The round of 32, super heavyweight division has 18 boxers. So he was the one of the men who fought in the evening session on the 14th of April, and he did not hang around, getting his man out of there with less than 2 minutes gone on the clock. His opponent, Mohamed OUAHOUAH, preparing for his first bout of Kielce 2021, having received a bye in the first preliminary round.
Agua.
Well, what a contest we have in prospect here. The opening bout in the super heavyweight division in this 6th session of boxing here in Ring A is between boxers from Spain and Croatia. And the man wearing blue is the Croatian boxer, Josip Koric, 18 years of age. His opponent wearing red, the more compact operator, is Mohamed OUAHOUAH, 17 years of age. He took a junior title in 2019. Koric comes in as the reigning national champion at super heavyweight as he scores with a good right hand between the high-held gloves of OUAHOUAH. Really was a blistering performance to score that first round stoppage in the round of 32 by Koric. There he's looking for the overhand right once again. While rather telegraphed the left hook, which was short by some distance. Good right hand to the body landed by the man in blue. Looking for the left hook was OUAHOUAH, but it was long. Went around the rear of the head of Koric. Koric trying to come forward behind his jab before dropping down and scoring with punches beneath the elbows and a strong right cross caused OUAHOUAH to become disorganized. He's now in a neutral corner just above our commentary position, and he's being outpunched during this exchange. OUAHOUAH then spoken to about punching incorrectly. Koric keen to step back into the pocket and let his hands go. Just coming off a good portion of the round as we pass the midpoint of the opening stanza. Been spoken to on a couple of occasions about punching incorrectly now. OUAHOUAH, good left jabs and then a right cross straight between the high-held defenses of OUAHOUAH. Wonderful accuracy from Koric. Left jab once again, pushing back the 17-year-old. And Koric beginning to get on top here now, minute to go. And OUAHOUAH's got to be careful that he's simply not going from corner to corner. Was momentarily trapped in his own corner, now trying to goad the man in. Koric obliges and helps himself to another 2-shot salvo. OUAHOUAH trying to box his way off the ropes. He's suffered damage to the nose, making breathing more difficult. Trying to unload heavy leather now, but Koric in complete control. And the man in red is becoming ragged. His work is becoming rather languid, and he's being outpunched. He's keen to initiate a clinch just to get some respite. Breathing heavily, and then again, that's a more difficult endeavor, the most natural activity of breathing, because he suffered nose damage, and that is why the ringside physician has been called to inspect it. So this perhaps welcome respite for Mohamed OUAHOUAH, but of course it allows Josip Koric to recover his energy levels as a hard right hand and another one drives OUAHOUAH backwards. OUAHOUAH gamely trying to box and fight back. but he's coming out second best, and the heavier shots, the cleaner shots, landing from Koric. And again, windmill right hands being swung over, but that was a difficult opening round for the man in red, because the further the round progressed, Koric from Croatia just increased the margin between the two of them. 10-9 across the board in favor of Koric from Croatia. Some of the action from the first round.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
Into the second round then, and immediately onto the front foot and scoring with a double jab right hand is Koric from Croatia. Backing up is OUAHOUAH, and he's being backed into the neutral corner and put on the end of stiff straight punches, completely losing his shape. Now he tries to fire back with speculative right hands, but he's not really finding the range. So nothing wrong with his desire, but he takes another solid left jab that jolts his head back once again. Koric has used that shot terrifically. Stiff puncher is the man in blue. And not afraid to, well, that's hitting on the break. Well, what a calamitous period here by OUAHOUAH, not protecting himself, looking in the direction of the referee. And while he did so, Koric was helping himself to a handful of punches. 3 shots, and you don't want to take shots from a super heavyweight like this without being prepared for them. But of course, you have to protect yourself at all times as an arcing right hook goes around the corner, spearing left jabs, right crosses going straight through the defenses of OUAHOUAH. He's trying to fight back, but he's being out-punched and overwhelmed. The mouthpiece has been dislodged. And again, this is going to buy him some time. Now, all you can say well, it's Koric's mouthpiece that came out. What an inopportune time for it to do so. Because he was in complete ascendancy. And that's one time it's come out now. If it comes out on another 2 occasions, it's going to cost him a point, which could change the complexion of the contest as he longs out a left jab once again, trying to work his way back in and regain the momentum that was fully in his favor during that terrific portion of the second round. Wow. Damaged nose being inspected once again. And there you may have, I can tell you that the referee made a gesture of putting his fist into his palm, indicating that this injury has been caused by a punch. So in the event that this injury causes the bout to be stopped, it will be RSCI. Oh, the breathing of OUAHOUAH, audible from my commentary position here. Becoming labored. Mouthpiece rinsed and reinserted. He has got to re-enter the fray. Referee following COVID-19 safety protocols in evidence here. Ensuring that his hands are sanitized, but Koric right back over that front foot, and he's scoring effectively with that lead left hand. But look, oh dear me, oh dear me. Well, OUAHOUAH's problems mounting by the second here. He's being outworked, he's being outpunched and outboxed in this contest, and then he's been given a warning for punching incorrectly with the inside of the glove. So he could well have been on the way to losing this round 10-8 anyway. Such has been the dominance of Koric. And if it is, well, whatever score total he amasses, 1 point's going to come off it. Can see he's incredibly weary, and that's because of the punches that he has taken. All of the accuracy has left his work, the sharpness is gone, almost ready for the taking now. Clings on, claims his man, and will make it back to his corner at the end of round 2. But my goodness, another torrid 3 minutes endured by Mohamed OUAHOUAH of Spain. Koric in complete control. And again, let's see what these scorecards read, because for my money, that was a clear round in favor of the man in blue. And there it is, 10-8 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. Take 1 away from that 8. It's effectively a 10-7 round. And with 1 round to go, well, short of getting stopped inside the distance, Koric is going to crash his way into the quarterfinals of the super heavyweight tournament, courtesy of punch picking like this. His left jab has been really effective, and here's evidence of it. Working his way in behind that most fundamental of punches and following it up with a solid backhand like that. Terrific variety on the left hand as well.
Round 3.
Well, OUAHOUAH taking every second of the 60 and then some. He's still not got his mouthpiece in place. Remember, he's been spoken to about it being dislodged. So extra respite given to the Spanish boxer. May be able to solve himself for one final rally. Oh, there's another right hand. And well, he's showing distress signals here for my money. Trying to show contempt for the punches, but he's continuing to eat them up. And this is just piling up the points and continuing to drain his tank in terms of energy. And I'm not sure he's going to make it out of this contest. Left hook is a beautiful long shot landed by Koric. OUAHOUAH spoken to about punching incorrectly once again. Oh, and this is going to be another warning. 2 warnings issued for punching incorrectly, and OUAHOUAH, his mind could well be going walkabout here. He's falling foul, or he's invoking the ire of the referee. He's in with a more experienced, more accomplished opponent, a man who is older. The gum shield has come out again, has it? No, it's the chin strap this time. Well, no. It's the chin strap that needs attention, not the damaged nose. You have to admire the courage of this man and his commitment. He's been issued 2 standing counts. He's been put on the end of some terrific punch picking, but he's game, he's committed, and he's remaining in there. This, of course, is the sport of boxing. And it will be a fight, but look at the quality of the shot selection from Koric. Beautiful right hand, spins the man in red on his toes. And I'm surprised the standing count wasn't forthcoming there. OUAHOUAH gamely hanging on. And again, he's complaining to the referee. Koric helping himself to free shots in the meantime. And I think this one should be stopped, because OUAHOUAH is being punched all over the ring. Simply doesn't have the energy levels to demonstrate his skills. The referee giving him every opportunity in this weight class, of course. One shot will turn it around more than in any other weight division, such as the weight of these athletes. But look at this, he can't avoid the most basic of jabs. Fighting on fumes now. Winging in overhand rights and lefts, but there's no technique on his punch selection whatsoever. And this is going to be an exercise in survival for OUAHOUAH. As we've suggested in super heavyweights, one punch can change everything, but I don't think OUAHOUAH has got it within him to launch that type of shot. He can barely hold his boxing stance, but again, you have to admire his commitment, his courage, and his conditioning. But this bout could have been stopped at any time in the 3rd round for my money. But again, the referee giving Koric every opportunity. A 3rd warning, well. And look, the mouthpiece is coming out. Just so much distress signals coming from the man in red. And with 3 warnings issued, well, this contest is over. 2 for punching incorrectly. 3rd warning issued for holding. It's been a very difficult afternoon's work indeed for Mohamed OUAHOUAH.
¿Qué? ¿Deja el partido, no?
Third round, disqualification. Winner is blue corner, Josip Korek, Croatia.
So a disqualification here at Kielce 2021. 3 warnings issued against Mohamed OUAHOUAH. It is Josip Koric of Croatia who goes through to the quarter-final stage. He hasn't heard the final bell in either of his bouts so far. His first preliminary round contest, a first round stoppage. This one, a 3rd round disqualification. 2 warnings issued for punching incorrectly. Final warning issued for excessive holding. But make no mistake, he completely dominated that contest against Mohamed OUAHOUAH. He's eliminated here in the round of 16 after his first contest. It's Koric who goes through to the quarterfinals.
Bout number 131 in ring A. Men's super heavy, 91 kilogram plus. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing Cuba, Arzola Lopez Fernando Alejandro.
So we remain in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division, and this one between boxers from Cuba and the home nation
And his
Poland.
opponent representing blue corner from Poland, Domurad Jacob Mateusz. Judge assignment: 1 Hungary, 2 India, 3 Kyrgyzstan, 4 Croatia, 5 Italy. Referee Denis.
So they're the referees who will score this one. They're from Hungary, India,
Republic.
Kyrgyzstan, Croatia, and Italy. There is the Cuban boxer, Fernando Alejandro Arzola Lopez, 18 years of age. His opponent is also 18. That is Jakub Maciusz Domurad from Poland. Our referees from the Czech Republic are just a few moments away for our second super heavyweight bout of this 6th session of boxing.
Nie spinaj się, okej? Balansu, dużo balansu. Pod niego, nóżkę przedni pod niego.
Boxers, keep your head up, okay? No holding, no slapping, no low blow. Listen to me. Shake hands. Good luck.
Pamiętaj, nie bóg walki.
Round 1.
So super heavyweight action. 91 kilograms plus is the weight class in this one between boxers from Cuba and Poland. The man wearing red is the Cuban representative, Fernando Arzola. His opponent is Jakub Domurad from Poland. These men competing in their first bout of Kielce 2021 as a right hand landed by Arzola. Leaping right hand tried by Domurad, but it was off target. Nice lead left jab, twice, 3 times poked out by Arzola. You can see he's the taller of the two boxers and he's using his range well. Again, Domurad firing a lead right hand but couldn't find the range. So a minute gone in the opening round. Arzola looking to turn that shot around the corner, but it was Domorad who scored with a glancing right hand, catching him as he was retreating. Good right hand landed once again by Domorad. Arzola going backwards, edging himself towards the ropes in the neutral corner just above our commentary position. And as soon as he was confined, he was hit with that shot he was just tagged with there. A right hand over the top. Arzola looking to establish his range, looking to time his shot selection. But the busier man is the man in blue. Arzola comes forward with a left-right, but didn't have any accuracy on the attempted combination. So Domorad waiting, looking to launch that right hand, which has been effective in this opening half of the first round. Trying to go down to the body, and then a right hand landed upstairs, followed by a slapping left from Arzola during that exchange. Well, heavy leather being landed, but it landed incorrectly, as it was with the inside knuckle part of the glove. Both men feinting with the feet and with the head. Roundhouse left, swung in by Domorad. Physical on the inside. Arzola getting back to range. Establishes a beautiful lead left hand and walks the man in blue right into it. Left-right was off the mark. The right hand was anyways. It came down in a slapping motion over the top, but then a solid left jab did land from Arzola, and then a right hand success followed by a left jab. Two men just checking one another out at the closing bell for that first round. Right hand successes for the man in blue. Left jab success for Arzola. It is the Cuban boxer who has taken it for all 5 scoring judges.
Second out, please.
Well, Arzola up early to re-enter the fray to contest round 2. Cuba for the 9-man boxing team here to Kielce 2021. Athletes in every weight category in the men's tournament other than at 91 kilogram heavyweight. Now for Poland, they've got boxers in each and every weight class in both the men's and the women's tournaments. Nice left hand landed by Arzola. Exchange of jabs on that coming together. Well, neither boxer listening to the command or obeying the instruction of break. And again, instructions not being heeded here. And look at the two boxers continuing to lock eyes on one another. Roundhouse right was way off the mark from Arzola, straight around the rear of Domorad. Physical contest, this one, with these two super heavyweights continually leaning on. Good right hand left hook landed by Arzola, perhaps the cleanest shots of the second round. Left jab is an effective shot by the boxer in red. And when he uses that shot, he times it very well indeed. I'm a little bit surprised that he's not using it more against his more compact opponent in blue, who is looking to roughhouse his man on the inside. along with the attempted shots on that occasion. Good right hand to the head, preceded by a right hand to the body, but now both of these men planting their feet and letting big shots go. Terrific exchange. With just under a minute to go in the second round. Both men connected cleanly during the course of that coming together. There's a right hand around the corner for Arzola. Left hand to the body again on the command of stop from Arzola. Very physical, this one. Two boxers towering over the official in the boxing ring. Again, they're not listening to the instructions of break or stop. The referee from the Czech Republic having to get herself in between these two super heavyweight boxers. Oh, that's a solid right hand, but I'm not quite sure it landed correctly from Arzola. Almost a pivot punch there as Arzola was flailing his hands and almost landed with a backhand. They continue to exchange shots after the bell. Oh, pockets of activity in that round, and one suspects it's Arzola who will be the victor once again. He swept the first round unanimously. A 4-1 split, Domorad taking it for Judge D. Some of the action from round number 2.
Second out, please. Round 3.
So into the third and final round then. Domorad took the second round for Judge D. Otherwise, both of the rounds have been scored in favor of the man in red, who just found himself in the neutral corner right above our commentary position, employed the layback to make Domorad miss before waltzing his man out of there and getting back to the space of center ring. He's on the back foot now, looking to score with that lead left hand, which he did effectively. So characteristic of so many Cuban boxers as Domorad has completely lost his footing. That low-held guard and relaxed style, but of course it's a risky proposition, perhaps riskier than in any other weight class up here at 91 kilograms. There's Domorad scoring on the chin, that's unprotected. Arzola grins his gum shield back in his direction. You don't want to take too many shots on an unguarded chin in the 91 kilogram plus weight class. But Arzola just showing his opponent that he's in control, and that's why he can box in this manner, giving off the air of relaxation and composure. The onus is on Domorad to try and turn this around. Glancing right hand landed by Arzola. Nice left jab on a retreat from the man in red as they test the tension of the strands. Oh my goodness. While Arzola wilted down to his knees, and Domorad helped himself to a right hand. Oh, Arzola's got to wipe his gloves. I'm not quite sure he understands. So the referee just has to give him some assistance. Swing and a miss from both flanks from Domorad. Arzola moving effectively off the ropes. Nice left jab off the back foot, just pecking and poking with it. And, oh, now again they're punching after the command of stop. Nice lateral movement to his left. Arzola circling clockwise around the boxing ring, now counterclockwise as he skips off to his right. And again, Domorad doesn't have the foot speed to close the distance, goes after his man, but doing nothing but swinging and missing with that lead left hook. milking the clock now is Arzola. He knows that he's done enough. It's Domerad who needs to detonate a devastating blow, but instead he's put on the end of a left jab. Domerad continuing to swing away right until the closing bell, but it is not going to be enough, and the Polish boxer will be eliminated. He gave it absolutely everything in his bid to go through to the quarter-final stage, but he was picked off by some educated lead lefts from Arzola, and it will be the Cuban boxer who is going through to the quarter-final. Of course, we need official confirmation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the red corner, Arzola Lopez Fernando Alejandro. Cuba.
So, Fernando Alejandro Arzola Lopez, a unanimous point decision victor over the home boxer from Poland. Jakub Domerad eliminated in his first bout here at Kielce 2021. And flashes of skill from Arzola, particularly behind his lead left hand, and this is how he did it. The Croatian judge scoring the second round in favor of the Polish boxer. Otherwise, Arzola taking all three of the rounds for all of the judges. He goes through to the quarter-final stage. What a matchup we have in prospect between him and Josip Koric. That one scheduled for the 18th of April in the evening session.
Bout number 132 in ring A, men's super heavy, 91 kilogram plus. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Ukraine, Vasily Tkachuk.
We remain in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division, this one between boxers from Ukraine and Iran.
Judge assignments: 1 Croatia, 2 Argentina, 3 Kazakhstan, 4 Scotland, 5 Malaysia. Referee.
So we've got judges from Croatia, Argentina, Kazakhstan, Scotland and Malaysia scoring this one, our penultimate bout of the 6th session of boxing. There is the Ukrainian boxer, Vasily Tkachuk. And his opponent, Mahidi Jashnani, just 17 years of age. Our referee is from Chinese Taipei. Tkachuk just grinning that gum shield to demonstrate to the ref it is where it is supposed to be.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. 3 3-minute rounds in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division. This one between boxers from Ukraine and Iran. And the man who has come out bustling and busy is a Ukrainian boxer wearing red, Vasily Tkachuk, 19 years of age. 2-time national champion is the man in red, facing off against the 17-year-old wearing blue, the Iranian boxer Mahdi Jashnani. Well, he had success with a roundhouse right, did Jashnani, but the final and more frequent words coming from the fist of the boxer in red, who went down to the body effectively. Right hand lead to the body was a scoring shot for Kachuk. Rather flailing away is Jashnani when he's being put under pressure. Kachuk spoken to about punching incorrectly with the inside of the glove. Beautiful left jab once again from the more compact boxer wearing red. Shot it out upwards and it fairly snapped the head back of Jashnani. Nice left-right combination followed by a left hook landed by the man in blue. Counter left hand on the back foot is a nice shot. Jashnani long with his attempted right hand as Kachuk stepped in looking for his own offense. Oh, that's a beautiful right hand landed by Jashnani. So can Kachuk crowd the man and make him lose his composure? When he's put Jashnani under pressure, some of his shots have lost their shape, but in his own range and territory, scoring with looping lefts and a straight right hand like that. So the onus is going to be on Kachuk to try and get into short and mid-range, because at this type of distance, when he can lead off, Jashnani showing some really impressive punch picking. Right hand to the body from Kachuk. Kachuk rather telegraphing the right hand, drew it back and then was skipping across the boxing ring. Didn't find any success with it though. Lead left hook was off the mark from Kachuk as Jashnani scores with a left hook of his own. Takes the left hook and then he turned it into a left jab, did Kachuk. Two-shot success from the left flank. Surprised that Kachuk's not looking to work away in that type of territory. Because Kachuk's success has come when he's been able to crowd the taller boxer in this type of territory here. The shots of Jashnani become more languid when he's put under pressure like that with the man in red on his chest, but when he's not in that distance, well, Jashnani able to show some really effective punch picking, and that is why he has swept the opening round 10-9 across the board. So Kachuk has demonstrated in tiny pockets what he needs to do. Can he sustain it for significant portions of the round to try and get back on terms, having conceded the first round unanimously?
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round then. From my vantage point here ringside, the tactics are clear as Kachuk gets out and tries to crowd the man in blue. This is where he had his success. He started the contest in at this type of tempo and looking to get into that type of territory, that type of distance did Kachuk. But then Jashnani, to his credit, was able to box on his terms, keep it long. And when Kachuk couldn't close the distance, when he was put on to the end of some really nice shots, was Kachuk. There you see him doubling up his attack. He's keeping it going when Jashnani's able to repel the first one. But still, Kachuk hasn't had any success to speak of in this second round so far. Nice long right cross landed in languid fashion for Jashnani. But credit to Kachuk, he's trying to quicken the tempo in a bid to get himself back into contention, having conceded the opening round. Well, exchange of single shots there, but again, Kachuk coming with his attacks in waves now. And Jashnani tying the man up. He's being spoken to repeatedly about holding, but so too is Kachuk. Beautiful left-right combination from Kachuk, catching Jashnani. Jashnani backing up, trying to re-establish his preferred distance, looking for a right-hand lead, but then claiming the man. It's a clever tactic, but it's a dangerous one, because he's been spoken to on numerous occasions. And look at the reluctance to listen to the referee's instructions. The clock continuing to tick while the two boxers were doing their own thing. So Kachuk trying to step on the gas, trying to make Jashnani become disorganized. And again, Jashnani claiming his man when he gets into his own punching range. But Kachuk needs to be working away here and not accepting the clinch. Get his hands out of there and dig them back. There's a nice right hand over the top. Good left hand landed to the body. And Jashnani continuing to clamp his man like a vice. And look at this. A warning. Well, he can't say he didn't receive opportunity to address that. So now Jashnani can get no more than 9. But we said that pressure, educated pressure from Kachuk would be the way that he could get himself into this contest. We saw signs of that in the first, and in the second, he's demonstrated it terrifically. Crowding the man in blue. He's showing that he's not as adept at short to mid-range as he takes a hard right hand to the chin, sends him tottering backwards across the boxing ring. He's already been given a warning for holding. 10-second clapper sounds. And Kachuk doesn't want to fall foul of the referee in that regard either. Swarming across the ring with a double jab right hand success is Kachuk. Very good round for the man in red. I suspect his activity took it anyway, and then you're going to have to take 1 point off the score of the man in blue. Madi Jashnani given a warning for holding. And there's confirmation, a clean sweep in favor of Kachuk. 10-9 for him, for all 5 scoring judges. And the point off means that it's effectively a 10-8 round. So there is 1 point in it for all 5 of the observers seated ringside. Kachuk is up 19 points to 18 with 1 round to go. This contest in the balance, but all of the momentum is in the sails of the man in red.
Seconds out.
How will Jashnani's energy levels be as we prepare to enter this 3rd round, because he spent the majority of the 2nd round initiating clinches. Does he have the energy as he walks onto a big right hand to begin the 3rd round? Kachuk coming at him with aggressive intent. Good left hook lands. And Jashnani, to his credit, trying to get back to his preferred distance and establish the straight shots that served him well in round number 1. But Kachuk is coming forward with bad intentions. But again, this is what Kachuk wants to be doing. It's certainly not what Jashnani wants to be doing, having been given a warning in the 2nd round. That's a good right hand, and another one glances Jashnani. Walks onto a solid right hand once again, and Jashnani losing his shape, swinging and missing. Clean shots being landed by Kachuk, but they're falling into a clinch once again, and both of them equally culpable in that regard. I simply don't understand it, particularly from Jashnani, although of course I'm saying that from the comfort of ringside, and he's the one up there in the boxing ring, exerting himself tremendously in a bid to go through to the quarterfinals of the super heavyweight division. Just looking to buy time, but again, it's a dangerous line that he's walking. And the referee, she may well be edging towards issuing a 2nd warning for that infringement if he continues to initiate clinches. Look at how languid and slow and looping the punches of Jashnani are becoming. And he's holding his man once again. So beyond the midpoint of the final round, that's a good right hand to the body landed by Kachuk in that exchange. He then followed up with a good right hand over the top. Rabbit punch straying around the rear of the head from Kachuk. Jashnani willing himself back into the breach. Fires the right hand, but there was no crispness on it. Jashnani, oh, he takes a solid right hand. He landed one of his own, but the flashing hook from Kachuk was the more eye-catching shot. And right in the sight line of the referee, it's Jashnani initiating the clinch once again. Left hook, right hook come around the corner, then another right hand dug in, but it's a rabbit punch because it went long around the rear of Jashnani's head guard. What a right hand landed by Kachuk. And Jashnani, despite being low on energy, is showing a terrific chin because he has taken some solid shots here in this third round. While he was swinging for the fences with that right hand, it missed by some distance, and it came by second-class post, easily evaded by Kachuk. Weary-legged walk back to his corner, draped over the top rope, waiting for the mouthpiece to be removed. It was a hard physical contest. Both men gave it absolutely everything, but there was a distinct turning point in that contest during the course of the second round. Well, after the first round, truth be told, because Kachuk upped the tempo, boxed at a higher clip, and when put under pressure, Jashnani didn't have the wherewithal to keep his shape. He looked really good in pockets when he was boxing at range, but he wasn't able to occupy that territory for the majority of rounds 2 and 3. He's going to be eliminated. Here's confirmation.
This bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the red corner, Vasily Tkachuk, Ukraine.
So there's confirmation of a unanimous points decision victory for Vasily Tkachuk, Ukrainian national champion, through to the quarter-final stage. And the 17-year-old Mari Jashnani shaped up nicely at long range, but wasn't able to maintain his boxing at long distance, and he was crowded out of the contest, eliminated here in the round of 16.
Bout number
It's Tkachuk who goes through.
33 in ring A. Men's super heavy, 91 kilogram plus. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing Armenia, Papazian Hohahavnes.
So our final bout of this sixth session of boxing
blue corner, Mario
between boxers from Armenia and Estonia.
Judge assignment: 1 Singapore, 2 Moldavia, 3 Ukraine, 4 United States, 5 Italy. Referee Bakitsan Kazakhstan.
So these then the officials who will score this final contest of session number 6 from ringside. They're from Singapore, Moldova, Ukraine, United States of America, and Italy. There is the Armenian boxer, Hrant Papazian. His opponent, Mario Urjazov from Estonia. Our referee is from Kazakhstan. Just moments away from our 12th bout of the session. Those shorts look just a little bit high, practically beneath the lats of the Estonian boxer. Thorough check of the equipment of Mario Urjazov.
Round 1.
So the final bout of session number 6 here at Kielce 2021 is in the super heavyweight division. It's between boxers from Armenia and Estonia, and it's a rapid start from the boxer in blue, Mario Urjazov. Oh, that's a shot on the break landed by the Armenian boxer, Hrant Papazian. Papazian, 18 years of age, his opponent wearing blue, Urjazov, 17 years old. Both men looking to establish their right crosses pretty early on in this opening round. There's a beautiful right cross and then a quick-fisted flurry culminating with a left hand from Papazian. Strong right cross catches Urjazov as he comes in once again. So low held guard being proffered in the center of the boxing ring by Papazian now. Digging shots downstairs and crashing hooks around the corner. Very relaxed indeed is the loose-limbed Papazian. Heavy hooks crashing around the corner, getting behind the defensive gloves as they are there, and then digging shots into the belt line. But he's spoken to about punching incorrectly is Papazian. That's a beautiful right-left combination, a reverse 1-2 from the boxer in red. And the aggressive start from Urjazov has been quelled somewhat because of the accurate shot selection of the man in red. Quick-fisted fighter is Papazian. He's pushing out that mouthpiece, Urjazov, but oh, look at that for another reverse 1-2. Successful combination for him, and on this occasion, it produces the first standing count of the contest. Papazian picking his punches very effectively indeed as another reverse 1-2 crashes home, and this contest may well be over before the conclusion of the first round. And there it is, a first round stoppage produced by the accurate punch picking of Hrant Papazian. 2 standing counts in the first 2.5 minutes, and on the second standing count, the referee from Kazakhstan deciding that Urjazov should take no more. It was an aggressive start by the Estonian boxer, but as the contest progressed, he started to come out second best in the exchanges. Terrific variety demonstrated by Papazian, fluidly going both upstairs and downstairs, and the reverse 1-2 was a really effective combination for him. Used it repeatedly in quick succession. And that is what brought about the standing counts on the resumption.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by RC first round is the boxer from the red corner, Papazian Hochaves, Armenia.
So Hrant Papazian, 2019 European Junior silver medalist, producing a blistering display of accurate punch picking to eliminate Mario Urjazov of Estonia, and he goes through to the quarterfinals, making short work of his round of 16 contest here. Very impressive performance indeed, and that concludes the 6th session of boxing here from the Hala Legionov in Kielce. It's been a cracking session of boxing as well. Plenty of action, lots of incidents. We had back-to-back stoppages in bouts 2 and 3. Altogether, we've had 5 stoppage victories, a disqualification as well, so a whole host of incident and action in evidence here today in our 7th session of boxing. We'll be back on the air as we leave you with a graphic of this session results, but we're back for session number 7 at 6 p.m. local time. That is 6 p.m. Central European time. So we'll just leave you with confirmation of what has transpired here today in session number 6. It just remains for me, Ronald McIntosh, to say on behalf of the entire team here in Kielce 2021. Thank you for staying with us for the 6th session. Join us again shortly for session number 7. Bye for now.